My dear friends, let me begin with a question that may feel simple, but carries a weight many of us quietly avoid. If tonight you achieve everything you ever dreamed of wealth, recognition, status, success beyond imagination, but there is no one left to share it with, will it still feel like success? Or will it feel like a very expensive mistake? Pause for a moment and really think about it, because somewhere deep within we all know the answer. Yet, every morning we wake up and run. We run toward deadlines, targets, promotions, recognition. We run so fast that we rarely stop to check what or who we are leaving behind. Society applauds speed, but life rewards presence. Let me share a story. There was once a man who came from nothing. He had seen struggle, scarcity, and hardship in his early years. So he made a decision: I will never live like this again. He worked tirelessly. Days turned into nights, nights turned into years. He sacrificed comfort, leisure, and gradually relationships. At first, it didn't seem like a sacrifice. Just a few busy years, he told himself. I'm doing this for my family, he believed. He missed birthdays but sent expensive gifts. He skipped dinners but ensured financial security. He wasn't present but he was providing, and the world admired him. People said, what a dedicated man, what a successful person, what an inspiration. But success has a silent side, one that no one talks about. One evening, after decades of hard work, he finally achieved everything he had dreamed of. The house was big, the bank account was full, the name carried weight. And for the first time in years, he decided to go home early. No meetings, no calls, no distractions. He opened the door, expecting warmth. But what he found was unfamiliar silence. His children had grown up without him. Their conversations no longer needed him. Their lives no longer revolved around him. His wife had learned to manage everything alone. Her smiles had become polite, not personal. And in that moment, standing in a house he built, he felt like a guest. Surrounded by everything he had earned, he realized he had lost everything that truly mattered. My dear friends, this is not just his story. This is a quiet reality many people are living today. Because success, when misunderstood, does not just give, it also takes, and it takes very subtly. The first thing success steals is our presence. We are physically in the room, but mentally somewhere else. You sit with your family, but your mind is on your phone. You hear their words, but you are already thinking about your reply or your next meeting. Presence is not about being there. Presence is about being available. Today, we have mastered the art of being connected to the world but disconnected from the people sitting right next to us. A child comes running to show a drawing, and we say, just a minute. That minute turns into an hour. That hour turns into a habit. And one day, they stop coming. Not because they don't love you, but because they have learned not to expect you. Relationships don't break suddenly. They fade slowly, silently, through repeated moments of absence. The second thing success steals is our priorities. We start with good intentions. I'm doing this for my family. I want to give them a better life. I want to secure their future. And there is nothing wrong with that. But somewhere along the way, something shifts. We begin to confuse standard of living with quality of life. A bigger house, but fewer conversations. More comfort, but less connection. More luxury, but less laughter. We upgrade everything except our relationships. And the irony is the very people for whom we are working so hard are the ones we are spending the least time with. Let me ask you, have you ever seen a child say, I wish my parents bought me a bigger TV? Number. But you will often hear, I wish my parents spent more time with me. Because love cannot be replaced by lifestyle. A child does not remember the cost of their toys. They remember who played with them. A partner does not remember how busy you were. They remember how absent you felt. The third thing success steals is time. And time is very different from money. If you lose money, you can earn it again. If you lose status, you can rebuild it. But if you lose time, you cannot get it back. There is no refund policy on time. And the tragedy is not just that time passes, the tragedy is that we assume we have more of it. We postpone conversations. We delay visits. We say, someday I'll spend more time. But someday is not a day on the calendar. One day, your parents will stop waiting. One day, your children will stop asking. One day, the people you love will move on with or without you. And you will look back and realize you were busy making a living, but you forgot to make a life. My dear friends, let me be very clear. Success is not wrong. Ambition is not wrong. Wanting to grow, achieve, and excel dash, this is beautiful. But the problem begins when success becomes the only definition of our life, because then everything else becomes secondary. And life was never meant to be lived in extremes. It is not about choosing between success and relationships. It is about learning to succeed without losing yourself and your people in the process. Let me share a simple thought. Imagine your life as a wheel. This wheel has many spokes: career, family, health, relationships, peace of mind, personal growth. Now imagine one spoke becomes very strong, your career, but the others remain weak. Will the wheel move smoothly? Number. It will shake, struggle, and eventually break. Balance is not a luxury, it is a necessity. So, what can we do? Let me offer you a few reflections. Not instructions, but invitations. First, redefine success. Success is not just what you achieve, it is also what you sustain. A successful person is not someone who only rises high, but someone who rises without losing the ground beneath their feet. Ask yourself, what is the point of reaching the top if there is no one there to celebrate with you? Second, schedule relationships the way you schedule work. We treat meetings as important, but conversations as optional. Block time for your family. Protect it. A dinner without phones. A walk without distractions. A conversation without urgency. Small moments create strong bonds. Third, be fully present. When you are at work, give your best. But when you are with your loved ones, give your whole self. Not half attention, not divided focus. Because love grows where attention flows. Fourth, express appreciation often and openly. We assume people know we care, but unexpressed love is often felt as absence. Say thank you. Say I value you. Say I'm grateful for you. Because words, when spoken sincerely, strengthen relationships deeply. Fifth, understand that time is now, not tomorrow, not next year, not after things settle down. Life does not slow down. We must choose to slow down within it. My dear friends, at the end of your life, people will not gather around your achievements. They will gather around your memories. They will not talk about your promotions, they will talk about your presence. They will not remember how busy you were, they will remember how you made them feel. And when everything else fades, it is relationships that remain. So today, I invite you to pause, to reflect, to ask yourself not what you are chasing, but what you might be losing along the way. Call your parents, sit with your children, listen to your spouse not to reply, but to understand. Because one day, when everything slows down, it is not your success that will hold your hand. It is the people you loved and who loved you back. And if those hands are not there, no amount of success will fill that emptiness. So chase success, yes. Dream big. Work hard. Achieve greatness. But do not run so fast that you leave your people behind. Because in the end, a successful life is not measured by how much you gained, but by how much love you kept. Thank you.